What's up, collectors? And also so much to see us today. We're going to be taking a look at the leaked pictures for Transformers Studio Series 73 Grindor and Ravage. Before we start with the video, I want to apologize in advance because currently it's raining in my area and I don't know how this edit is going to come out. So if you hear some noise, it's because on the background obviously it's raining, so I apologize. And I only have pictures of the figures box. I don't have pictures out of the box because this was an eBay leak and I'm really excited about Grindor and Ravage. But sadly, Hasbro hasn't released any official pictures as of now, and I kind of waited a couple of days hoping that they did because pretty much the figure itself is leaked already. We already know that he's coming and we already know how he looks. So I kind of was hoping that they release a couple of pictures, but they haven't at the moment. So with that being said, that means this is a short video. I'm going to give you my opinion on the box itself. But as you can see, it's pretty much more of the same. Transformers red logo on the side, image on the left, and that's the display of the figure itself. You can see the number as well and the names down below. And it honestly looks amazing. I cannot wait to have it in display next to Optimus, Starscream, and Megatron, you know, to recreate that awesome scene that we got on the movie. But as you can see, you can also see Ravage down below, and it looks amazing. It's pretty much more of the same of Blackout, but you can see some other touches of paintwork, you know, on the arms and on top of his head and all that good stuff. For the back of the box, again, is more of the same. You can see, you know, the robot mode, his helicopter mode, as well as Ravage, and the steps you need to transform him, you know, 46 to transform it. You can also see the background down below, but again, it's just more of the same. We're used to, you know, the boxes of the Studio Series by now. For a quick comparison between Blackout and Grindor, as you see, it's pretty much just exactly the same. The only difference is on the paint job, and you can see that Grindor is a little bit more dirty, and it's completely understandable because his scene is, you know, with Optimus, Starscream, and Megatron. They fight pretty much on the wild and they get dirty, you know, grass and sand pretty much splashes all over him, and you pretty much know the outcome of him. But as you can see, for Blackout, it's a completely different story. You can see that he's pretty much clean because his fight scene is on the city, and you can see that it's pretty much shiny all over the place. Another thing that is different is his companion. You can see that for Blackout was Corpornog, and now for Grindor is Ravage. And this is a little weird because Ravage is Soundwave's minion, so I don't get the pairing here, but I am so happy that I'm finally gonna get a Ravage to pair him next to Soundwave in my collection. They're gonna look amazing. And speaking of that, we got a couple of pictures of a few weeks ago. I really don't remember the day that this was leaked or released, but basically one of them shows Ravage next to Soundwave, and as you can see, they look amazing. They scale beautifully together. This is completely accurate to the movie representation. On the movie, we never saw these two, especially this form of Soundwave next to Ravage, but you can imagine that this is pretty much the scale that he is supposed to be. And for argument comparisons, you guys can see how truly accurate he is. Pretty much is exactly the same as the movie representation. You can see that for the face sculpt is pretty much exactly the same. You can see the eye there is red, really accurate as well. For the face, it's supposed to be a little bit more darker. I really don't get the, you know, the light gray or the silver on the face sculpt. It doesn't make any sense to me. But as you can see, for the sculpted in detail is accurate enough, and you can see that he's rocking the weapons that he uses to defend himself against the military when he infiltrates the base to get the piece of the cube to revive Megatron. So that's accurate as well. For the tail, you can see that it's not articulated at all. It's pretty much going to be straight all over the place. But honestly, do not mind that. I just want him to display it next to Soundwave, and for me, it looks good enough. And for our second picture is basically one of the hands of Grindor, and at the time, I didn't pay any attention to it. I was like, I'm gonna take this with a grain of salt because it's a leak, it's not official. I really don't believe that this is it because as you can see, it's pretty much the same thing, but you know, with a couple of scratches and dirty paint job on the hands, and I just didn't believe that it was Grindor. But as you can see, it's officially him. It's exactly the same. You can compare them, and it's pretty much a copy and paste. So this is Grindor as of today, and it's actually true because you can see the only thing that he has is just a couple of touches here and there of some dirt and some grind, just to make it a little bit more different than Blackout. But as you can see, it's pretty much exactly the same. And if you still don't believe that this is Grindor, you can go ahead and look at the feet, and pretty much that confirms it because that's exactly the same feet as Grindor and Blackout. So that's pretty much him. But with that being said, that brings us to the end of the video, guys. Again, I apologize, this is a short one. I did as much as I can to break it down, but this is pretty much it. So leave your comments down below. I'm interested to know your opinion on the figure, and as soon as official pictures get released of him and Jolt, I'm for sure gonna make a video on it. But with that being said, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. It really helps you to algorithm and helps my videos get out there in a while. So if you get anything, any value anime content, please subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. But this is pretty much it for Transformers Studio Series 73 Grindor and Ravage.